So I'm going to teach you how to squat. So stick around for a few minutes and you'll start feeling more confident at the end of this video so you can give it a try next time you're in the gym. So before you go straight into a back squat with one of these bars, or any variation of squat really, you need to be able to squat. It sounds simple, but it's true. If you can't do a bodyweight squat without shifting and nearly almost falling over backwards or forwards, you probably don't need to be adding any extra weight behind your head. Now, this is not saying that you have to have perfect depth when you come down, but if your squat or your knees will only allow you to come to this point before you're getting shaky, then you've got some work to do with bodyweight squats and grabbing some dumbbells, building it up that way. But let's just say you fast forwarded, you've come back and visited this video and you can squat now. That is the starting point going into a back squat. So the first step is taking the bar off the rack. You're going to want to put your hands in a position that's quite comfortable for you, dependent on your shoulder mobility, but also it needs to be evenly spread out from the center of the bar. Now you have these handy little markings in the bar that means that if you put your hand in the same place, it's going to be even, because you don't want to be taking it off the rack and you're top heavy, because it's going to get pretty messy. So you're going to put your hands on the bar where you've just gripped it. You're going to then come underneath in a forward stance like so. You don't want to be feet behind, because as you try and lift this, it's going to put a lot of strain through your lower back. Into that forward stance, you're then just going to stand up and then one clear step away. Again, you don't want to be too many steps back, because you're just going to make it unbalanced for yourself. What you want to do in this position is you don't want to just grip it like that. You want a solid grip. You want to be bending that bar round your back, squeezing your shoulder blades together, creating a nice little ridge for the bar to lay on, okay? Not up towards your neck, just nice and comfortable in this position. Take a few steps, get yourself ready, nice big deep breath, and then you run through the squat. Simple as that. Now when it comes to re-racking the bar, there's a few things you need to be cautious of. You want to do this confidently. You don't want to be messing around, because that's just going to cause you further issues. So you're going to walk up to the bar, hit that back wall, and down. What you don't want to be doing is coming into the bar, re-racking one side, and then trying to scoop the other side on as well. Because that shift in weight, it might feel fine for 20 kilo bar. You start adding 10, 15, 20 kilos either end, that's going to get really heavy, and that moment that you go one side, it makes it so much more difficult. It's just not safe, so don't bother doing it. Practice this technique with the 20 kilo bar and start building it up. Now, if you know you struggle with your squat technique, then one of these or a plate is going to become your best friend. By elevating your heels up, you're giving yourself a little bit extra ankle mobility so you can perform the squat a lot more comfortably and get a bit more depth out of it. So you run through the motions exactly as I just described it in the earlier part of the video. Put your feet elevated on there. Setup is exactly the same. Nice big deep breath. Then you run through the squat to the desired height, powering up. Now there's one further regression that you can make that's going to make the squat feel a little bit more comfortable. Yes, it might seem like you're dragging a lot of the equipment around the gym, but if it's going to help you perform an exercise more safely, to get a better stimulus from it, and to actually have the confidence to attempt the exercise in the beginning, then do it. No one really cares what you're doing in the gym, they're just nosy. This big box is going to give you the confidence to get that depth and have the safety barrier there in case you can't push yourself back up. So once again, running through the motions, take the weight off, step back onto there, getting yourself set up, nice big deep breath, down onto the box, and power up again. You can see I'm not getting as much depth as I was getting, but I've got the confidence that that is there to then power back up off. Now, if you follow that process step by step, you will absolutely build confidence in your squatting. Start off with the bodyweight squats, building up to goblet squats, building up to back squats. Use the box if needed. Just have a little bit of fun with it. Look to make progression week after week. And that is how to squat.